So in this video, I wanted to take a quick look at a very cool pen that you probably haven't seen before, and that's the Zebra LightWrite. What this is it's a higher end pen, retractable pen with a metal body, sells for about, I don't know, $10, $12 with a light inside, like an actual LED light. So definitely novel. Maybe you had a light pen back in the day and it was like, you know, branded with some sort of pharmaceutical or a gas station or something, maybe an insurance company. But now Zebra has a really nice, surprisingly high-end and surprisingly affordable flashlight pen called the LightWrite. Looks like a standard Zebra in some respects. You can see this clip looks just like the clip from a bunch of different Zebra pens, maybe like the F or the F line, F701, stuff like that. Plastic button, aluminum body, nice knurled grip, some metal hardware at the front, and then a little diffuser for the light. The way it works is basically you click it once to start writing. Hey, I'm writing. Click it to put the tip back. Click it again to turn the light on. Click it to turn it off. That way you can write with it without the light being on. So a very clever mechanism there. Really pretty nice job. So for $10, it's actually a really nice pen. Like I said, you don't see full aluminum bodies like this that often. You know, this is kind of in the price range of a Zebra Sarasa Grand or something like that. And it's probably not quite as nice as the Sarasa Grand, but it really does have some nice hardware. You can see that knurling is really quite clean. So opening the pen up, we see just this like huge spring, another spring, the refill. So that's a Zebra 4C, which is just a little D1 refill. And then we have the body, which has the mechanism for it to hold the batteries and the sort of on-off switch. And you can see there's a lead there, which is going to run through here, through the spring to light at the front. And I don't think you could really take this apart. The light is built into there, and it's probably just maybe a single LED. And this piece right here is plastic. I said it was metal. It is definitely plastic. You could see the sort of fusing of the two components there. And that makes sense, so it wouldn't make the whole body conductive. So that is how it works. You know, it's a flashlight. Flashlight is not a very complex mechanism. You basically need, you know, a battery, a switch, and some way to connect the power to the LED. It's very simple. It becomes a little bit complex when you have to put it all into a pen, but we're not talking about rocket science here. So it should be back together now. See if it works. It works, wonderful. Here's the packaging. I got this one, I bought it from Zebra, Japan. Pretty simple. Who's it work for? Policemen, nurses, campers, disaster, you know, people stuck in a disaster, put it in your kind of go bag, whatever you call it. It's a ballpoint pen with a light, black ink, 0.7 millimeter, as we saw. It uses that Zebra 4C refill. Explanation of the mechanism. Click to write, click it off, click it's on. Very simple. Don't look directly at the light. That is actually surprisingly bright, I will say. And then here we see the details. Basically, it uses a 4C07. That's the refill. And then the batteries are that SR626. I think that's made more clear someplace else. And here, this is actually very cool literature to come with this pen. I was like very, very happy with this diagram. I think they did a really great job here explaining. Again, I don't know what the Japanese says, but just like it looks like really caringly made. I was very happy when I saw this. And there's that battery. The spec, I believe, it's definitely on here somewhere, but they made it pretty clear that is at, there you go. LR626 × 4 or SR626 × 4. and that's just the little battery, kind of like a little smaller than a hearing aid type battery if you've used those before for any electronics. As far as the writing goes, this is a standard Zebra ballpoint D1 refill. So Zebra light, can't write, light, right. No problems with that. It's just like a very standard refill, and I think you could put another refill in there. It would be their, again, the 4C, which is a D1, and I believe it's the thinner of the D1s, a little bit of a metal body, a 2mm, whatever it is. So the light is off. We will make believe we're in perfect darkness. Click. And now you're writing. It's hard to have this come through, obviously, with a camera. It's not going to adjust as well as your eyes would, but you could see holding it back, you get really nice light. It's a nice blue LED, and then holding it down here, it's going to be bright for the camera just because of all the area around here is not perfectly dark, but I could definitely see what's going on. I can see what I'm writing. It's quite nice. If anything, it's a little bit bright. Even though it has this diffuser on it, it's a little bit bright for my eyes. And I was clearly just scribbling there, but as you're writing, you could definitely see what's going on. So that is the Zebra LightWrite. It's a little quirky, maybe a little bit too bright. Maybe this diffuser could have been bigger. Maybe it could have been a little bit more translucent just to stop a little bit more light, or they could have went with a undervolted those LEDs a little bit. But in real world circumstances, you very rarely wish you had less light. So I would just keep that in mind, and keep in mind that it's not really meant for using. I mean, I guess you could use it at night if you don't want to wake someone up in your household or whatever, but it's definitely bright enough for real world situations like camping, or you pop a tire in your car and you need something, write some notes down as you're calling AAA, what have you. Anyway, Zebra LightWrite, very cool, pretty good deal at, like, I don't know, $10-12. Thanks for watching.